Jackie Robinson Day in Major League Baseball, commemorating and honoring the day he made his Major League debut 71 years ago in 1947. And while I'm not an expert on race or race relations in sports, there's no better time to have this conversation. According to U.S. News and World Report, the percentage of black players from the U.S. and Canada on opening day was just 8.4%, and that's the highest it's been since 2012. Compare that to the NBA, which hovers around 70 to 75%, and the NFL, which in 2016 was a close 70%. Now, it was a question I brought up with Mariners leadoff hitter Dee Gordon in spring training.
I'm the only black guy in camp, so, you know, that speaks volumes.
Why do you think that is?
It costs too much. It costs too much to play. Every bat costs $500. My cousin just texted me the other day needing a bat for her son. Thank God I play in the major leagues. I was able to get it for him. It was $500. He's 11 years old. You know, gloves are $400. So, you know, parents aren't able to afford that, you know, so I feel like it's kind of sort of my job to help any way possible.
Do you think that's why basketball so?
Yeah, the only thing you can use a ball that ain't even got no seams on it and play, you know. So football, they give you your equipment, so you're all good there.
Now, Andrew McCutchen said something similar a couple of years ago, blaming the costs of travel ball from an early age for the declining participation of kids from low-income families. Now, wait a minute, you say. Poor players from Latin America make it all the time. But think about it. They grow up playing on patches of dirt, grass, or concrete, playing stickball, swinging makeshift bats and makeshift balls, loving the sport from the very beginning. And current baseball superstars they look up to, with major league teams scouring their countries, even setting up scouting departments there to find and train players. That's not how our inner city youth are being raised in terms of baseball these days. Who are they looking up to right now? And where in urban areas nowadays do they have a chance to play baseball? According to Kevin Baker, who worked on a history of New York City baseball, quote, "There are no sandlots anymore. You want to play organized ball, you're practically forced to get on a bus and head for the suburbs." Suburbs, a.k.a. areas where more expensive organized leagues take place. Now, Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred even stated, quote, "We see the NCAA and college baseball as kind of the top of this youth participation pyramid, and when you talk to the NCAA, you get the impression they see baseball as a country club sport. White, rich kids play," end quote. In a sport that has boasted iconic African-American athletes throughout many generations, from Jackie Robinson to Willie Mays, Ernie Banks, and Hank Aaron, to Barry Bonds and Ken Griffey Jr., that's extremely sad. Plus, if I asked you to name the best black baseball player right now, who would you say? And if you can't name anyone immediately, why do you think that is? Now, to the Mariners' credit, they've launched the On Base initiative, which promotes youth development and takes part in a league-wide initiative to revive baseball and softball in inner cities, including locally with the Rainier Vista Boys and Girls Club here in Seattle. But according to C.J. Stewart, who runs a lead academy in Atlanta for inner city youth, quote, "There needs to be a real discussion. You can't keep saying black kids don't want to play baseball. That's crazy. Just come out and say you don't know how to develop them." So we're raising that issue here tonight. There aren't any immediate answers, but at the very least, in deference to Jackie Robinson and his legacy, it's a subject worth the discussion and a problem worth trying to solve. So what do you think?